Hello everyone. I am ready for spring. I don't know about you guys, but I am ready for warm weather, beautiful days, being able to go outside more. This weekend we had a couple of sunny days, which was so nice. But alas, I am staring out my window and it is pouring rain. The weather app says it's supposed to snow tonight. I don't know how much I trust that, but I'm not a fan. And so today I wanted to share with you all a couple of cozy spring hobbies, activities, things to do this spring. I feel like I've been all about trying to get people into more hobbies. Like 2024 is the year of finding your new favorite hobby, and I am here to help with that. So without further ado, I say we just get into the video. I have my notes right here. The first hobby I want to suggest is a hobby I can partially get into. Let's talk about gardening. It is my dream in life to have a little garden, to be able to harvest vegetables and herbs from the garden and just be able to take care of that. Unfortunately, I rent and we don't have a yard, so there isn't a place to plant things really. And unfortunately, we also don't get much light in the house. I'm sitting in front of the window right now, and I never see the sun come through this window. It just passes directly overhead. We don't see any sun in the back patio area until late in the day. It's just not an ideal situation. So having a garden is not exactly ideal for me. However, Peter's mom got me a Christmas gift this year, and it is an indoor herb garden. It's a hydroponic garden, and it's just this unit that has a water pump and lighting. I am shocked at how well the things in this thing are growing. I've done a couple of vlogs and videos where there are clips of the plants in there, and it's done extremely well. I have way too much dill. If you have any suggestions on what to do with the dill, let me know. I don't like ranch that much, and I have no idea what to do with it. But that is my most flourishing plant by far. I think gardening is a perfect hobby to get into this spring. I think now's a good time to start planning it and figuring it out before the sunny days are upon us. And if you have a garden, I'm jealous of you. I would like one someday. My next cozy hobby is hiking and walking. And you may hear the words hiking and you're like, that does not sound cozy to me. Hiking is one of my favorite hobbies, and I always try to convince people it is a cozy hobby. Hiking is something you can take at your own pace. You can choose the difficulty of the trail or how easy the trail will be, and you just get out in nature. You get to be around trees, birds, water, so much, depending on where you are. I think it's so relaxing, and I feel at my best when I'm in the outdoors. In a lot of places it becomes too hot to hike in the summertime. So spring is kind of this nice season where the weather is still kind of cool, but it's also warming up. And so it's this nice season to just start hiking it. I'm really looking forward to doing more hiking. And on the sunny days we go on little walks after work, or after Peter's done working, because I still don't have a job. I call them post-work walks anyway, because once Peter's done working, we go out. And we have seen so much wildlife when we go out for these walks. We saw sea lions one day, which I had no idea there were even sea lions, visible from Portland. I was looking at it, I was is that a buoy? Is that a piece of driftwood? And it was a sea lion. I was shocked. We've seen fish. Just fish really close to the surface, just swimming downstream, which is super cool. There's always lots of birds. I love hearing the birds tweeting. We see a lot of flowers. It's just beautiful, beautiful. I love going on walks. And again, I feel at my best when I'm in nature. It's just a nice way to unplug, disconnect from screens, from devices, and just a good way to re-ground myself. Just remember to leave no trace, practice leave no trace policies, respect the people and the animals on the trail and the trail itself, and just leave it better than you found it. Being outside is a privilege. Being able to go outside is a privilege. That's all I gotta say on that. I forgot to say this at the beginning of the video, but I'm from Alaska, right? And We have this thing called tire changeover season. So around October time, we take off our summer tires on our vehicles and we put winter tires on. And then come like March or April, are those snowflakes? Is it snowing right now? So come October, we put on our winter tires onto our vehicles and then we wear them all winter, and then come March or April we take them off and replace them with our summer tires. We change our tires based on the season so we have more traction in the winter because we have to deal with a lot of snow. No other state really does that. You know, you got chains, you can have snow tires and you can put them on for when you need to drive through snowy situations, but most of the time you drive with your normal tires year round. And I kind of have the same philosophy on hobbies. My hobbies change based on the season. They kind of ebb and flow. During the winter time, I play a lot of video games, I get a lot of reading done, I knit, I do puzzles, just kind of these like cozy indoor hobbies. But once spring and summertime start, my hobbies start to shift. I start getting really into the outdoors. I just want to be outside. I want to hike every weekend. Since I want to be outside more, I find myself reading less and playing less video games. So I kind of get out of this like indoor gamer reader mode. And now I'm like outside. I want to be on the lawn in concerts. I want to walk on all the trails. I want to listen to the birds, and oh my god, that is snow! I'm cursed. As I make my spring video, it starts snowing. Anyway, my hobbies kind of ebb and flow with the seasons, and I start reading less. However, when spring and summer rolls around, it is the perfect opportunity to get a book and read it, but read it outside. I love sitting on the porch and reading my book when the weather is nice. Again, I feel at my best when I'm outside. And being able to take my book, read it, bathe in the sun, listen to the birds, the quiet ambiance, I love it. So just take your book and take it outside. That's my hobby inspo for you. I've been talking a lot about birds chirping. Bird watching is a perfect hobby to get into. Go to your local nature reserve, go to like a park. There's one of the walking trails we go on. They have like a bird nectar feeder for hummingbirds set up. And a ton of people just go over there and like watch the birds. Springtime's a perfect time to get into that hobby. It's free. You just sit there, watch, eyes on lock on those birds. When spring rolls around, I'm kind of breaking out of my shell more. I want to be around more people. I want to invite people over. I think now is a great opportunity to just learn to cook and learn to bake new things, cook new things, find new recipes, find springy recipes, and share it with people you love. The idea of having like a dinner party, a brunch, a tea party, just inviting people over, do something light and airy, have some fun, light, airy decor. Just sounds so cute and so lovely, and I think now is a perfect time of year to do it. I know in the wintertime, I don't really like leaving, especially when it's like snowing and also cold weather. Like, I don't know, I'm just an indoor person in the wintertime. So I think now is kind of like a perfect time to like bring people into your life, share things you love with them, and just spread lots of love. Next, I have a couple of artsy fartsy hobbies, and I don't know about you, I'm not super artsy. I mean, as seen from my last video, I got the crafts down. I do like picking up some crafts here and there and trying to learn how to do them. So first, you know, I feel like I have a harder time wanting to knit during the summer months. Like I feel like fall and winter is when I want to knit more and like make stuff in preparation for winter. But summertime, I'm like, I don't really have the same inclination to work on my giant sweater. But I think a good replacement hobby for that, if you kind of feel the same way, is to embroider. I feel like embroidery is just something you can do to add a new fun element to something you already own or something you want to give new life into. Of course, you can knit and crochet like vests and such, but again, I have a mental roadblock. Another hobby I kind of thought of that maybe I want to get into. I don't know how much I want to dive into this, but watercoloring. I feel like that's a perfect spring hobby. I was like perusing Pinterest and just saw people painting with their friends, hosting like paint parties, and I'm like, that sounds so fun. I would love to do that. I don't know, there's something about like the textures and the colors. Like, I think of spring when I think of watercolors. And my last artsy fartsy hobby is pottery. Pottery is something I have been wanting to get into. There's like a pottery studio nearby, and I'm like, we should go. Like, I want to make a mug. I saw, let me show it. I feel like I always find projects on Pinterest and then I save them, and whether or not I do them is up to me. I feel like I've been successful recently in doing the projects, but this mug, it just, I don't know, there's something about it. It has so much texture, it's really dainty painting, and I want to make it. Isn't that adorable? Pottery is something I've wanted to get into. I know around February time they have a lot of like date night classes, but it really caught my eye around Valentine's Day. Just like doing those date night classes where you can make a mug, that kind of thing. It just seems really cute, and I would like to do that. Kind of broken up my list between hobbies and just activities you can do in the springtime. The first you can get into is something I did a lot last year, which I had a lot of fun with, but is visiting these like flower fields. We have a bunch around Washington and Oregon. Last year we went to the Wooden Shoe Tulip Festival, just fields and fields of tulips, and I feel like these flowers are just like a hallmark of spring, and they're just fun places to take photos, to look at just like the acres of flowers. I think it's beautiful. We went on like a really cloudy day, so if we went back I would hope to go on a sunny day. I feel like every time we've gone to one of these flower fields it's been cloudy. So redemption arc this year perhaps. Next is something we have around the Portland area and just Washington and Oregon in general, is cherry blossom trees. And last year I really wanted to see the cherry blossom trees, but we had cherry blossom trees growing in our neighborhood, so kind of cheating. On the McCall Waterfront Park, they have loads of cherry blossom trees, and I just think they're so beautiful. And this year I'm gonna have to see them there, but we were lucky enough that in our old place we did have cherry blossom trees in the neighborhood, but those bloom and those are so beautiful. Kind of food oriented things you can do this spring are have picnics and tea parties. Like I said earlier, dinner parties, brunches, just, I don't know, there's something about like gathering, like we're all kind of coming out of hibernation, this like slow period of life. We kind of have a bit more life and light in us, and I think now's a perfect time to just spread the love. Hang out with people you love and you care about, and I don't know, I really want to have a tea party. I don't know, something about that sounds so fun. Another thing I would like to do is make spring themed mocktails. You know, like I said in my New Year's resolutions, I want to drink less hard liquor. It's just not something I've been like jiving with lately. If you want to make cocktails, that's fine. Like, more power to you. I just find, I don't know, it upsets my stomach and it's really unpleasant the day after. I've been really interested in like trying to find some fun springy drinks and mocktails, kind of some non-alcoholic stuff to have during the day, and just maybe during one of these like tea parties or brunches, or just when there's company. I don't know, there's something that sounds really fun about that. I found like this like grapefruit thyme mocktail, and I was like, wow, I'm growing thyme. I could put fresh thyme in there. It'll be light and springy. It just sounded really nice. But yeah, make some fun spring-themed drinks. Have a ball with it. And my last activity, which I'm so excited for, just excited for more of, is the farmer's market. I love the farmer's market. It's just such a nice opportunity to get outside, look at cute dogs, look at crafts people are making, look at what fresh veggies and fruits are in season, whatever offerings they have at the farmer's market. During the winter time, our farmer's market is still open, but it's like significantly reduced because, you know, I don't think that many people want to like stand out there in the cold. I'm so excited to see just like people out and about kind of living their life, and it's just a great opportunity to get some fresh air, go walking, maybe get a little treat. We love to get kombucha from the farmer's market. That's like my favorite thing ever. Is the farmer's market kombucha. You know, there's lots of little snack carts. You can get something to eat, grab a bite. You know, it's just a good time. It's just a good time. Anyway, that's my list. And now that I've finished the video, it's all sunny out. Like, I think we started this video and it was really dark, and then it started raining and then snowing, and now it's all sunny. I can't believe it. I feel like this is a good sign. This is like good. You know, spring is upon us. I am just really excited. This video makes me so happy just talking about these things. I'm just so happy to get outside, to be outside more, to just have a little bit more light and life. I've been really trying to embrace the cozy this winter, and a lot of these hobbies and activities are still really cozy, really quaint, and I hope this helps you find something you want to enjoy this spring. And with that, I have nothing else. We've gone through my list and I'm really hungry, so I'm going to get myself some lunch. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and a beautiful spring. May it come to us soon. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.